Jake Paul still sucks. As much as I hate doing part 2s, I think Jake Paul really deserves one, because a lot has changed since the last video, and the last video was way too short and was lacking a lot of important details. He, along with his brother, originally started out by posting vines back when Vine was still around. Then he somehow ended up on Disney Channel. This was during the era where they started doing more live action shows. And they were so cringe-worthy. Phineas and Ferb did not die for this shit. He was on a show called Bizaardvark. Olivia Rodrigo was also on that show. And now she's a multi-platinum artist. Jake Paul only appeared in the first 2 seasons of the show. But while he was doing the show, he was also working on his YouTube channel. And he was doing a lot of pranks and stunts for his videos. Because of all this, he was getting a lot of media attention from all the noise he was making in the neighborhood, and because of this, he was kicked off the show halfway into the 2nd season. But at this point, his channel was already big enough to the point where he didn't need Disney Channel, so he just carried on as usual. He was also making music at the time, and goddamn, that shit was so trash. He should be banned from making music. But he hasn't made a song since 2022, so I think he was banned. Now he just started focusing on different things, like boxing. Him and his brother started boxing around 2018, with Logan going up against KSI and Jake going up against Deji. Logan lost against KSI, and Jake Paul won against Deji. And ever since that day, Jake Paul started focusing more on his boxing career, and he remained an undefeated champion for 6 fights. Part of that was because most of the boxers he went up against were not professional boxers. In his 7th fight he went against another undefeated champion, Tommy Fury, and lost, which really shows that the moment he fights someone who isn't retired or has more experience, he gets humiliated. Speaking of retirement, he went up against Mike Tyson 19 years after his retirement. Around this time, Mike Tyson was getting closer to his 60s and was already having health issues, which actually delayed the event by 4 months. This boxing match seemed like it was for clout reasons, because Mike Tyson is considered one of the greatest boxers of all time. He went 37 fights without losing, but that was when he was in his early 20s. If Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson in his prime, he wouldn't have any chance of winning. But a year later, he went up against Anthony Joshua, who is literally bigger than him. Just by looking at him, I could already tell he was not going to win. He has been boxing professionally since 2013 and was undefeated in his first 5 years, 22 fights without losing. He has a total of 29 wins and 4 losses. His 29th win was against Jake Paul, and he was hitting him pretty hard. I could tell Jake was starting to regret this boxing match because he was getting destroyed. It turns out Anthony broke Jake's jaw when he knocked him down the last time, so he was out for a while. Now I can't say for sure whether or not his previous fights have been rigged, but what I can say for sure is that Jake Paul has a history of picking and choosing his opponents. He has fought many inexperienced boxers and has even fought a senior citizen. I would never consider him as one of the greatest boxers of all time. He was a clout demon before his boxing career, and he is still a clout demon to this day. That's all he really cares about at the end of the day. He has also threatened to sue anyone for saying his boxing matches are rigged. Bro is gonna have to sue the entire planet because nobody thinks he's legit. He also appeared at a Trump rally recently, and Donald Trump said that he would endorse him if he ever ran for political office. I couldn't believe it. It sounds like a satirical article, but it actually happened in real life. No AI was used.
Jake, you gotta come up. Come here, come on. You gotta come. This guy has guts.
Yeah, what Mr. Trump has taught me is courage. You know, we never back down from a fight, even if they're much bigger than you, much bigger than you. And I feel all the local Kentuckians feel the same way. You guys have that fight. You guys have that swag. There's a lot of young kids in here. The future of America. I grew up just a few hours away from here, and my dad taught me to fight. And all of our voices matter in America. And everyone here has to do their part. And God's got us. Trump's got us. God bless. Love you, Kentucky.
Now, he's a great guy. He's a courageous guy and a talented guy. He's a hell of a fighter, too, by the way. And I just want to say, I predict I'm going to make a prediction that you will be, in the not too distant future, running for political office, okay? And you have my complete and total endorsement, okay? Yeah, that's what we want. He's an incredible guy. A lot of courage and smarts.
Donald Trump really just said that the dude who made its everyday bro could run for political office, and I'm supposed to take this country seriously. How many people would actually vote for Jake Paul? I really want to know, but it is very common for politicians to bring celebrities to their events because it's great publicity. Kamala did the same thing at her events. She had celebrities like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and several others at her rallies. They do this because they are aware of celebrity influence, and they will use it because many people have a lot of trust in their favorite celebrities. I personally don't care about celebrities' political opinions. It won't impact how I feel about certain issues because I can actually think for myself. I don't need a celebrity to validate my opinion. That's some lame ass shit. But many people worship celebrities and are easily influenced by them, and politicians will take advantage of that. People will vote without even thinking about it simply because their favorite celebrity said so, which is why Trump was appearing on so many podcasts during election season. It helped him win the 2024 election, and now we have to deal with him until January 20th, 2029. But back to Jake Paul. He actually did an interview with Donald Trump. And knowing that he's an open Trump supporter, I already know he's not going to challenge him on anything, and they are just gonna glaze the hell out of each other. But anyway, I made a video on Logan back in October and I mentioned his crypto scams, which Jake Paul has also been involved in. He along with Rice Gum have also been exposed for promoting gambling in 2019, and during the 2020s, he was also involved in promoting crypto scams to his audience. It was a very common thing back in those days. So many influencers were scamming their audience with crypto coins, and people were actually falling for these scams. People still fall for crypto scams to this day, and I don't know why. There is nothing safe about an influencer coin, and there never has been to begin with. To end this video off, it doesn't matter how much time passes by, I will never take the Paul brothers seriously. They are an embarrassment to our platform.